Hey everyone, welcome to our Simplilearn YouTube channel. Today we will talk about one of the interesting topics that are dictionary, hash table and sets. But before we begin, let me tell you guys we have our daily updates on multiple technologies. So if you are a tech geek in a continuous hunt for a latest technological advancement, then consider getting subscribed to our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update from Simplilearn's YouTube channel. Now, without any further ado, let's get started with the agenda for today's session. We will begin our session with what a dictionary is. Then, we will discuss the methods in the dictionary. After that, we will discuss what a hash table is. Now, we will dive into the properties of C# hash table. Then, we will discuss the methods in C# hash table. After that, we will have a look at hash sets. Finally, we will wind up this session with the implementations of sets. Now, let's get started with what dictionaries are. In C#, the dictionary class represents a generic collection of key-value pairs. Dictionary is a class defined in the system.collection package. A generic namespace is a sort of a class that can include any kind of data in the form of keys and values. Each key in collection must be one of a kind. Here's the syntax for declaring a dictionary. Next up, let's discuss methods in the dictionary. There are basically 4 methods we can apply in a dictionary. We can add an element, remove an element, find an element, or replace an element. Now, let's implement this in the code editor.
Choose from over 300 in-demand skills and get access to 1,000 plus hours of video content for free. Visit SkillUp by Simplilearn. Click on the link in the description to know more.
Let's start. We will start with namespace, dictionary, class, program, static, void, main, with argument as string, args. Here we will create a dictionary with the string key and int16 value pair. So, dictionary string comma int 16. Dict is equals to new dictionary string int 16. Now we will add elements to this. So dict dot add Then let's add a word cart and give it a value as 32. Then we can have another element in this dictionary. So dict add and name it dog with a number as 25. Next, dict dot add tree, comma 29. Dict dot add grow, comma 21. Dict dot add allow, comma 84. Now let's write a statement to count the words in the dictionary. So console dot writeLine count in curly braces 0, comma dict dot count. Now let's try to set a new item value. So let's see, dict I want to change the value for element tree, and let's change it to, let's say, 9. Now if not dict dot contain contains key as dog, then we will change the value for this dog as 20. Now let's say if we want to get an element using values, so we will not text contain value as 9. And we will have it as console dot writeLine as item found. Now let's try to read all the items. So console dot writeLine words all item now for each key value pair string comma int 16 word in text so we will write console dot write line key 0 comma value as 1 comma word dot key comma word dot value now let's try to remove so dict dot remove and let's remove tree. Let's copy the above lines after deleting tree Here we will print it again. Now let's remove all the elements. So text dot clear. Let's save it and run it. As you can see here, we are getting the count as 5 since we first tried to find the count of the elements, then we have printed all the elements, then we remove the tree, so now when we print it again, so it is removed again. Let's get back to our slides. Now let's discuss the hash table. A hash table in C# stores keys values pair, where keys can find the storage. Since it is immutable, a hash table cannot have duplicate entries. The collection's dictionary entry objects have two properties, a key and a value. The values of table can only be accessed by defining a key object. Here's the syntax for defining a hash table. Now, let's have a look at the properties of hash table. First up, comparer. It returns or sets the comparer to be used. Next, count. This returns the number of key value pairs in the hash table. Then, isReady-only will return a value indicating whether the hash table is read-only or not. After that, item. It returns or sets the value associated with the supplied key. Then, keys. This will return the collection containing the keys of the hash table. At last, values. This returns an collection containing the value for the hash table. Now, let's discuss the method in hash tables. A hash table contains the following methods. Add, which inserts a hash table element with the specified key and value. Then clear. This will remove all elements from the hash table. Contains key will indicate whether or not the specified key is present in the hash table. Then contains value. This will indicate whether or not the supplied value is present in the hash table. Now let's try these methods in the hash table in the code editor. Let's start with namespace. As hash table class as program static void main with argument as string args. Now let's define the hash table. So hash table h table equals to new hash table. Now let's add element in the hash table. So hash table dot add one comma, let's add element as C, then hash table dot add at number 3, let's add A, then hash table dot add let's add S at number 4, then hash table dot add at number 2, let's add R, hash table dot add, then at number 5 we will add H. Basically what I wanted to do was from key 1 to 5 we will be spelling crash. So now for each object I in hash-table dot keys console dot writeLine I and for each object J in hash-table dot values console dot writeLine J. Basically these two statements will be printing out first the keys and then the objects. Now let's print them together. So for each dictionary entry DIC in hash-table we will write console dot writeLine keys is equals to 0 and values is equals to 1 in curly braces, comma. So this will be tick dot key, comma, dic dot value and then we will pass on console dot read key. Let's save this and run it. As you can see, we have first printed out the keys from 5 to 1 in the opposite angle and then crash HHSARC. Then we have printed these together. Now let's get back to our slides. Now let's have a look at sets. In C#, sets are referred to as hash sets. In C#, hash set ensures that there are no duplicate strings or elements in an array. Here's the syntax to declare the sets. Now let's implement this in the code editor. So we will start with class program static void main Here we will be declaring a string arr1 equals to paper comma pencil comma eraser comma pen comma paper. Now let's print this. So console dot write string dot join comma comma arr1. Now let's declare a hash set. So var h is equals to new hash set string arr1. Now since we have converted this array into a hash set, it will eliminate the duplicate words. So now string arr2 will equals to h dot to array Now we have stored that arr1 array into arr2. So now we will print this. So console dot write line then string dot join comma arr2. Let's save it and run this. As you can see, first time it is printing the string array as it is, like paper, pencil, eraser, pen, paper. But when we have converted it into hash set, it has eliminated the duplicate value paper which was coming at the first and the last position. And this was all for today's session. Hope you guys found it informative and helpful. If you liked this session, then like, share and subscribe. If you have any question, then you can drop them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more from Simplilearn.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.